We see Lucian, a skinny and frail human with dark red hair falling off of a mountain.
You are probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. It's a very long story that will just be very confusing. So, I'll give you a rundown of it.
Cut to Lucian as a kid, around 12 to 13 years old, in a hospital bed. His mother, Elena, is getting news from a figure in an army uniform.
On that day, the army told my mother that my dad had died in combat. Also, a little while later, the police came in and said that my younger sister had passed away as well from a suicide.
A few years later, Lucian, who is now 15 years old, is surrounded by police as they tell him something.
A few years later, some police officers told me that my mother also died by suicide. I guess she didn't want to look at me anymore. I would feel the same way, Mom.
As we see older versions of Lucian, from when he was 15 years old, Lucian is seen in every shot in a hospital bed.
Ever since I was little, I had this condition. I don't know what it is or why I have it, but the doctors couldn't do anything. I have been in the hospital for all my life at this point.
Lucian is continuously falling and is in deep thought as he thinks about his life up until this point.
Was it worth it in the end? Is this how I die?
Lucian, a 24-year-old man from Juneau, Alaska, is heading to work because today is his last day.
Well, I think I know what's going to happen today.
He looks up to see snow start to fall. He looks down at his smartwatch to see the date, November 10th.
Being in the hospital apparently will get me fired.
Soon enough, the wind picks up, and within 30 minutes, it's encased around him like some divine presence is there.
What the fuck is happening?
The storm eventually stops, and Lucian is in front of what looks like a Greek temple. He looks around to see that he's not in the city anymore, but somewhere at a high altitude.
What was that? What the hell is this building? Looks like a temple? I'm not sure.
He looks around at his surroundings to find nothing but three things: rocks, snow, and clouds. He also pats his body, checking to make sure he's still alive.
Where am I? Well, at least I'm alive?
All of a sudden, he gets an emotion he hasn't felt in years. Peace. He takes a deep breath and slowly moves toward the clouds in front of the temple. He goes a bit too far and slips on some rocks. Luckily, he catches himself. He looks down to see some buildings about 9,000 feet below him.
Oh, shit. Nope. Why the fuck am I on top of a mountain? Wasn't I just on the ground like 5 minutes ago?
He takes a few minutes to catch his breath and slowly backs away from the edge. He looks to the door as he stands up and slowly approaches as if to knock on it, until he feels a feeling of mischief.
Well, hello there, stranger. What are you doing up here?
There, in front of Lucian's eyes, stands Hermes, a lean and toned body of a runner with a toga and winged helmet. Lucian is startled by this and backs away quickly.
Yo, dude, watch out for the...
Soon enough, Lucian reaches the end of the cliff and falls off of it backwards.
The ledge. No one ever listens to me. You will be great for greeting people. Yeah, fuck you, Dad.
Hermes rushes over to where Lucian fell and dives off the cliff. As he plummets, Lucian is not having the best time.
What the fuck? This is how I die? Oh, fuck, I should have stayed at the fucking hospital.
Lucian closes his eyes only for his whole body to feel like it stopped.
Am I dead? Well, at least I died when I did. I don't have to make others suffer with what I have.
He feels a small pain in his cheek that grows more and more. He opens his eyes to find Hermes carrying him and flying up to the top of the mountain.
What in the Hades was all of that about, dude? You could have gotten me fired.
As Hermes sets Lucian down in front of the door, he floats around on his back, like he doesn't care that a person almost died.
Okay, so kid, what is your name? Is it Cole? Ooh, how about Victor? It's definitely Cole. Walter? Yeah, it's Walter.
Lucian, who is currently recovering from his fall, sees this being and is freaked out.
Okay, sir. Who and what the hell are you? I was plummeting to my death, and you caught me and flew me back up here? What are you, some sort of angel?
Hermes hesitates with that last word, angel. It sounded like it struck a nerve in his mind, like someone just insulted him.
Okay, sir. I just saved your life, and you assumed I am an angel? Why? Because I'm floating, and I flew down this mountain to save you? Is that it?
Lucian, who is a little scared at an angry Hermes, catches his breath, then realizes who he is talking to.
Yes, you are floating, and normal people don't float unless they're high or something. Also, you have wings.
Hermes, who is still a little angry, calms down. Both of them seem to have calmed down a little.
Alright, fine. I'll give you my name, and you will give me yours, alright?
Yeah, dude, I will. I'm just gonna sit down for a minute.
Lucian's head starts to get dizzy, and he looks for a rock to sit down. Hermes gets a good look at Lucian's body. It is fragile, like he hasn't eaten or drank water in years. In some parts, the bone is still showing. Hermes gives him a look of pity and concern. Lucian sits down on a nearby rock as Hermes offers him some water to settle down.
Well, I am Hermes. First off, I'm not an angel, but a god. A Greek god, actually. I'm pretty much the messenger boy for the others, but I'm also the god of trade and thieves. What about you?
Lucian hesitates for a bit. He remembers when he was going to school at the hospital, he learned a little bit about the gods, but he thought they were only myths.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to believe that. Yeah, dude, okay. That is an obvious lie.
Hermes starts to anger again. This time, it is him being annoyed.
What I said was the truth. Can anybody else do what I did to save you? No, they can't. So suck it up, and please, for the love of Zeus, tell me your name.
Lucian stands up from the rock and finds his footing.
Do you really want to know my name? Fine, I'll tell you my name. It's Lucian. Lucian Steel. Now, where am I?
No one said a word for what felt like an eternity. Hermes quickly went into a panic and is profusely apologizing.
Oh my god. Oh, I am so sorry, Mr. Seal. I was not aware of this until a couple of hours ago. Please forgive me.
Lucian, seeing Hermes panicking, goes over to him and puts a hand on his shoulder.
Dude, calm down. It's okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's okay. On another note, I'm freezing. Ugh, it is so cold.
Lucian covers his body in his arms and moves them up and down his shoulders. Behind Lucian and Hermes, we see a male deer with large antlers that have many decorations on them. We look into the eyes of the deer, and the eyes have a forest green light coming from them, like someone is watching. Artemis, this rough and tumble woman with long dark hair, is crouching down as 3 other women are kneeling beside her.
So you're right, Chloe. There is an intruder.
I know, right? I got that info, but my question is...
Why is Hermes talking to them? It doesn't make sense.
Hey, you stole my line. Not cool, man.
Can you two stop bickering? By the gods, you two are annoying.
The 3 sitting next to Artemis are Chloe, Thea, and Lydia, her huntresses. Chloe, who is the same size as Artemis, is wearing a long top with black leggings, with the ends of the top muddied a little, and is fighting Lydia, who is wearing typical Greek dress and is the tallest of the group. Thea is the shortest and is decked out in battle gear that was not necessary for this mission.
Thea, I've told you 1,000 times at this point, you don't need to be wearing that. Also, Chloe, Lydia, can you two shut up for once? This is why I don't take you two hunting.
She started it, though.
Thea, can you...
Thea gives a quick nod and hits both Chloe and Lydia on the head.
Ow!
You two better stop. Look.
Thea points to Lucian and Hermes as they scramble to be close to Artemis. Artemis signals them to move forward. Chloe gives a big sigh.
Do we really have to do this?
Artemis slowly turns her head toward Chloe, giving a look of pure anger. Chloe is petrified for the day.
Okay. I'm going to set them up now.
We get a montage of Thea, Lydia, Chloe, and Artemis setting up traps. Chloe sets up bear traps along the entrance, while Lydia puts crossbows in the grass, and Thea gets 2 big logs and hides them inside the building. Thea, Chloe, and Lydia head back to Artemis.
Alright, everything is all set up. Is there anything else we need to do?
Nope. Now we wait.
As Artemis watches Hermes and Lucian, Hermes grabs a blanket and wraps it around Lucian's shoulders.
Here you go. Sorry for scaring you. I didn't expect for you to show up this fast.
How so? I mean, I did just... teleport? No, that's not the right word. Warped. No, not that either.
Well, Father did call for you, and he's impulsive with what he wants. Like, do you know how many stepmothers I have? Like, at least 15.
That's definitely not a normal amount. I think you should have 1 step-parent, but that's besides the point. Can we go in now? Once again, I am freezing.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Here, follow me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, right. That reminds me. The word you were looking for is summoned. Father uses it all the time.
As Hermes directs Lucian to the door, he sees Hermes floating in. As Lucian steps closer, Chloe, Lydia, Thea, and Artemis all get ready at their stations. Suddenly, as soon as Lucian steps in, Thea releases the 2 giant logs. As they slam together, it just barely grazes Lucian's nose. Lucian, startled by the sudden noise and movement, backs away and falls to the ground.
What the fuck was that?
He finds 3 women with bows pointing at him, and another one doing the same thing, but with her foot on his chest and the arrow directed at his head.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Lucian, still shocked by what just happened, tries to get up, but can't.
What the hell are you doing? Get off of me, you bitch!
As if right on cue, Hermes floats over to Artemis and whispers something in her ear.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but that is Zeus's mort. So can you maybe, please get your foot off him? Thanks.
Lucian doesn't hear what Hermes says, but he gets the feeling it is important.
Wait, are you serious? Oh my god, Hermes, why didn't you say anything earlier?
As Artemis is saying this, she takes her foot off of Lucian, and he begins to breathe.
I am so sorry, dude. I didn't know you were someone important.
What the fuck was that? Do you do that to
As Lucian is in the middle of his sentence, his vision begins to darken. Hermes and Artemis watch as Lucian falls to the ground and does not get up.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so what happened to him? What happened to him?
I don't know, but I'm getting my brother here, now. Someone, call Apollo!
Lucian has flashbacks of his past as he is in a deep coma. In particular, he sees his sister, Emily, who is 4 years younger than him, with light red hair down to her shoulders, having an argument with their mother, Elena. He can't hear them, but he can definitely see their actions.
Wait, don't hit her. She did nothing wrong. Please, stop!
As Lucian says those last few words, he jolts up to see a man who is shining so bright it almost blinds him.
Fuck! Ow, what the fuck is that? Oh my god!
Oh my god! I am so sorry, mortal. Let me turn down my brightness.
As the man begins to dim, Lucian sees a lab coat and a pretty nice build. While his eyes adjust, he can see what this man's face looks like.
There we go. I am very sorry about that. My name is Apollo, and you must be Lucian, right?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. 1, where am I? 2, why am I here? 3, what is going on? And 4, what the fuck was that?
Lucian starts to look around the room he's in. It looks like a regular hospital room, which Lucian grouches at. At this point, he is tired of hospitals. He glances to his surroundings and finds himself in a hospital bed.
Oh, wow, straight to it. Okay. Well, you are in my infirmary on Mount Olympus. You are here because my father summoned you here because he wanted us to get hip with the mortals. Basically a big PR move for us. You passed out outside and one of my sister's friends rushed you to me. Luckily, you didn't hurt yourself too badly, but I advise you get something to eat. Finally, I am Apollo, the god of music and medicine.
Okay, I'll talk about your father later, but for now, why did I pass out? From shock? I mean, a woman tried to kill me with a bow, but...
Oh? So you have met my sister?
That was your sister?
Yes, that is Artemis. She is my twin. But you passed out from 2 things, actually. One of them is malnutrition, and the other is altitude sickness. The latter is perfectly normal for a mortal like yourself, but malnutrition is not normal. What happened?
I mean, okay, sure. Altitude sickness is fair. But in terms of not eating when your father summoned me, I just got out of the hospital and was on IV tubes, so I guess I haven't eaten anything since then.
All right. Per my order as your doctor, you need to stay here and rest. I will talk to Hestia about your food situation. I've researched that mortals can't digest divine substances easily, so I will ask her to make something special for you. Also, there are people outside waiting to see you, you know.
Who would go out of their way to see me?
As Apollo leaves to open the door, Lucian sees a figure who can only be defined by one word. Beautiful. Oh, hi. Are you doing okay? These words get Lucian's attention. As he looks more toward the door, he sees Eos, a beautiful figure with hair like dawn and amber eyes that glow a faint yellow. She looks about the same age as Lucian, but he can't really tell.
Hello? Let me guess. You're another god?
Oh, no, you got me. Sorry, my name is Eos. What's yours?
Lucian. Can you tell me what is going on? That Apollo guy told me, but I still don't really get it.
That is a little hard to explain. Do you mind if I sit here? Eos gestures over to a chair next to Lucian's hospital bed, and Lucian gives a nod of approval. Well, do you want the short version or the long version?
Okay, do I have a choice?
Of course you do.
Oh, that's a first for me.
Oh, really? Do you mind me asking how come?
I was in hospitals all the time, and I never really had a choice when it came down to my health. So it just surprised me when I actually had one. You know?
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I have been watching you. But not in a creepy stalker way, in a protective and intriguing way.
Thanks, I guess. No one has ever done that for me before, so thank you.
Lucian and Eos look into each other's eyes, and both of them feel understanding. Lucian releases a small exhale, then looks outside and sees the sun is setting. Lucian calls out for Apollo.
Hey, Apollo! I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm going to sleep.
Oh, all right then. Eos, I am very sorry, but you need to leave.
Is it okay if Eos stays here? You know, for protection?
Lucian looks at Eos with a slight worry in his eye and gives a broken, closed-mouthed smile. Are you sure I can leave?
No. I want you to stay. You are probably the only person that has not tried to kill me since I got here, you know?
I will allow it, even though that comment was rude to me. You can stay, Eos.
Okay. I will stay. As Lucian falls asleep, Eos gets up from her place in the chair and moves her face in front of Lucian's. I know we just met, but I have this feeling inside that I can't get rid of. I think As she's about to say it, Eos pulls her head back and sits back down in the chair. She can't tell him. Not yet, anyway. But it was a feeling she was sure was correct. She loves him.